Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lock gonna throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 19. Yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Get this up to the 34-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now this time, Locke will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A quick throw outside by Locke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Locke on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Locke on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Foster. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there. And they just got a nice first down there.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7. Brandon McManus to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
I can't believe they even let you play. 31's the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott to throw this time. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Broncos.
And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Locke to throw. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Broncos 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 29, Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands. And I feel like my man, Old Mo, Momentum, might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe Momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 11. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Broncos.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
16 more on that one and another first down.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That is caught inside the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal, Denver.
Again, it's Locke. Being chased out left. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
To Noah Fant.
Noah Fant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Jaguars 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for DJ Chark, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Final play of the half. Prescott eluding the pressure, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Finding Harris over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stop your whining.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. You go right forward, right forward. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. We're going to 54. Why here? Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Prescott now from the 50. Harris has it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for
coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 3rd and long for Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now this time, Locke will throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Denver.
Locke working out of the gun. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Broncos.
Now Locke again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run with Lindsay. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Lindsay on the carry.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsay. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Locke, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jaguars.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
From the gun, Block. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
6-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Fourth down, Prescott looking long for Westbrook. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Locke. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
A turnover on downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Prescott off play action. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
24. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Locke on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. shotgun snap to Locke. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's got his tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st down, Denver.
Locke now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll find Lindsey here. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
On 1st down, Locke. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Brings up 2nd and
another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of you.